is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Hollywood's Corner, brought to you by Shot of Wrestling. It is me, your favorite actor, the Hollywood assassin, Marc Chouen. And ladies and gentlemen, my guest is one last final member from the Satsujin Squad. He is one half of the BCW Tag Team Champions. Give it up for the Bushwick Beast, Chris Barton. Chris Barton, my man. How you doing, bro? You still look exactly the same before the pandemic.
Hey, I try, man. Listen, I was big before. I'm big now, bro. That's all that matters, man. I got to keep my figure. You know what I mean?
I dig it, man. I dig it. So, I remember beforehand, I managed you for Satsujin BCW, and we've had a lot of conversations. I remember that you were looking actually to get away from the Bushwick Beast, trying to do something else. I introduced you as a Bushwick Beast, and I caught myself like, wait a minute, is he still doing that? Tell me about this, Chris.
It's hard to talk about sometimes. Not hard to talk about. It's hard to explain because it's one of those things where, I identified myself as the Bushwick Beast for so long, and I feel like that kind of limited me and my progression, because once you label yourself as a beast, there's certain expectations that come with that label. So I was limiting myself because I wasn't really showing what a beast could do. Do I have moments where the Bushwick Beast comes out? Absolutely.
Yes,
but
we've seen it.
I have moments, and even still, I have moments where it comes out, and I just been more focused on showing, who I am, what I can do as Chris Barton. You know what I mean? I call myself El Unico, which means the only one, because there's only one Chris Barton, and there's only, I'm the only one that can do what I can do, whether it's on the microphone, in the ring. I'm the one that can do it. I'm the one that could walk out and have that crowd in the palm of his hands. I'm the one that comes out with the greatest entrance music of all time, which is Coming to My Arms by Judy Torres. And I'm the one that can do that. So, that's why I kind of drift away from the Bushwick Beast. If people chant it, cool. If people, acknowledge me, is that cool? Because that was my moniker for the better part of 3 years. So,
right.
It's something that's already instilled in people's minds. So,
and I feel like
I
feel like I've seen you kind of like in a rebranding mode. I actually, before I move on with that, let's talk about your theme music. That was trending at one point on TikTok. Let's talk a little bit more about this, man. How was that moment for you?
It was one of those things where I'm a big fan of freestyle music. My family is a big fan of it, and it's something that not a lot, if anyone comes out to. So, I remember the seeds in my head were planted way back in 2019. The car rides with Dom and Ty and everything like that, and I would show them the ideas I had to come out to Come Into My Arms, and they popped so hard for it. And I remember I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have the song. I'm gonna be the character. Yada yada. I was supposed to debut it at not the first VXS show, but the VXS show that was supposed to happen March of last year. I got canceled due to the pandemic.
Right.
I was supposed to debut the song, the gimmick, all then. Eventually, VXS came back August of that year, and I used it, and it got over like crazy. And Judy Torres herself reacted to it, and in turn, I got her contact info for a possible collab in the future.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yeah, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So we haven't reached the tip of the iceberg yet with that, and I'm excited for what's to come, man. I have a bunch of ideas to further progress it, even do stuff with Judy or whoever else, and it's gonna be fun.
I have to say, it seems like you're enjoying this. I remember, I forgot which show it was. It was not BCW or BWF. It was my first time doing commentary for you, where we weren't necessarily associated with each other, or you were with the squad. I think it was some sort of charity show, and you came out different gear than I'm used to seeing you, different attitude, different music. You were the life of the party pretty much. And
was that in 2020?
That was right before everything shut down pretty much. Yeah, it was 2020.
That was a charity show.
That was a charity show, right?
It was myself, Matt Awesome, and Nikolai White.
Yes. It was interesting to see you because I've never seen you in that way. I mean, I've seen you behind the scenes, of course. I mean, like, you can be a goofball type. I mean this in the best way possible.
Yeah, no offense taken.
There's a fun side to you, and not necessarily something you could show as a Beast. It seemed like you were like more yourself out there, and it was really getting over. It seems like we're seeing more of that side of you. It seems like you actually enjoy being a face more than a heel. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I thrive off of the crowd. I thrive off of that reaction, and I guess the fans could see that I'm being myself more. As opposed to being something that like I'm not. Which was something that for a long time I was doing. And now that I'm kind of just being myself, I'm having fun, whether it's in the promos I do, the mannerisms, the song, like things I say in the ring, like it's me. You know what I mean? It's me cranked up a little bit more. And that's who I am. You know what I mean? And I am having a lot of fun. And actually, it wasn't VXS I debuted. It was that charity show. I totally forgot. And that was where I debuted the Duty Torrance song. But yeah,
I thought it was a mistake at first. I thought they mixed up the music, honestly.
No.
What?
No. That was me. I mean, that was where the seeds were fully planted for that. But now, like, that was fun, and I do like being a face a little bit more. I don't know. Like I said, I feed off that crowd. I feed off the reaction of the people, and I don't find myself to be an asshole. So that's I don't know
no, you're not.
But
yeah, you're allowed to curse. Bring it on.
Okay, cool. I'm trying not to, but
No, I mean, dude, it was really a cool moment to see. So, what was like the deciding factor? Like, what made you finally pull the trigger on that? I mean, I feel like that was a little bit of a risky move, if you will, considering like the storylines that you were going with in different promotions. It was like almost like it was a 180 from what you're usually doing. So, what was the deciding factor? What made you like, okay, I'm going to do this now?
I guess it was just being like bored. I was kind of bored with what I was doing, and like, obviously 2019 was a very difficult year for myself, and during that time, I had a lot of personal demons and shit like that, mental health issues and everything, and it kind of got to a point where it was like, you know what, if there's something I want to do and something I want to try, I'm just going to do it. Just going to pull the trigger on it. Like I said, this idea I had with, the character I have now, I've spoke about with the boys for years now. And it was just something I just didn't do because I just felt like I couldn't do it. And I just said, fuck it. And I did it. And, it's become my identity almost now. And that's kind of become the forefront of what people know me as now. And I've only done it for not even a year yet.
Right.
So, I'm really excited to see what becomes of it. Everywhere I've went with that character, it's gotten great reaction, whether it was VXS, whether it's Battle Club Pro. There's a few places that I would love to debut that character that I haven't been able to yet. But, soon enough, I think the character is going to take over. I think Chris Barton is going to have a lot of cool moments and cool stuff coming up.
So what would that mean then for BCW? You're one half of the BCW Tag Team Champions with Dominic De Niro. Obviously, different character than what you're portraying in some of these other promotions that you're doing right now. Does that affect you at all? Is it something? How would you bring that to light in BCW if you could?
So me and Dom still team. So we still have we team less and less, but we're still champs in BCW, and we're champs under the East Coast Syndicate moniker, and it's one of those things where that was always us. Like when I'm with Dom and we're in the ring, like we're focused. So that's really who we are. And obviously Dom and myself are two completely different people.
Yes.
But we mesh very well together. Our personalities mesh well. I don't know how to bring that into BCW.
Is it something you want to?
I would love to, but it's one of those things where it is in complete contrast to what De Niro is doing.
Mm.
and what De Niro has. You know, I mean, Machine Gun Money, you know, the swagger that he has, and then there's me coming out to Judy Torres. There's a bit of a contrast there that, you know, while it may be fun for us, you know, the maybe a little bit hard to understand for the people. So it's almost like one of us has to compromise. It's either he comes out with the Judy Torres with me, or I gotta get rid of the Judy Torres. It's a lot of deciding factors that goes into that.
Have you
But if
talked to
by
Dom
any
about
chance,
it?
we've had conversations about it, just trying to figure out what to do. Like we always have conversations of what we can do to like, you know, reinvent ourselves or kind of just like put forward our new character, like our new personas that we do and everything like that. It's a tough conversation because for so long we kind of just been these two guys that go in there and beat you up.
Right.
And you know we could still do that, but how do we do that in a way now that reflects on what we're both doing? So that's something we're still got to figure out. I'm waiting for BCW to come back, so we could you know test some stuff out, see what works, see what doesn't, you know, and yeah.
I'm hearing the rumors. It's this summer. That's what I'm hearing. Hopefully it's going to be soon. But now going into BCW, and it will reflect on everything that's going on over there. You know, we can't really talk about BCW without necessarily talking about our time at Satsujin. And of course, after the pandemic, it seems like I've talked to every one of the members about this to see their point of view. It seems like Satsujin is going a different way. You know, I really don't even know what direction we're going next. What does that mean for you? And how do you feel about that?
You know, I feel like we accomplished everything that there is to accomplish already as a group. You know, we started teaming summer of 2018 and we ran through all the way to early 2020. So we had about a year and a half run where we just took over, you know, everywhere. LAW, BWF, BCW. You know, we took over those three companies. We were the focal point of those three companies. And, you know, I think ever since the Fort Apache cage match we did, you know, the momentum kind of, you know, died off because we did everything we could possibly accomplish. You know, multiple tag championship reigns, you know, mid card title reigns, you know, world title reigns, you know. So it's one of those things where it's like, what else could you really do? And you know, I was someone that like, you know, I don't ever want to feel stale. I didn't ever want to feel bored. So, you know, you're kind of tied down to a group, and you're tied down to this, you know, these characters that from the jump wasn't really a reflection of who you were. Because I love all those people. I love Rick. I love Jaden. I love Nia. I love you, obviously.
Thank you, my man. I was gonna say you're forgetting someone.
but you know, creatively, like, there's different things like I want to do and I want to try. And I think us going, whether it's our separate ways or us going a different direction, I think it's beneficial for everyone. I think the world needs to see what Rick Recon can do on his own as a cyborg assassin. Because I watch his work down Titan, and he's fucking superstar there. You know
He's crushing it.
I watch me, yeah. I just watch me and De Niro, whether we're East Coast Syndicate or you know we're by ourselves, and we're fucking killing it. And you know, obviously Jaden, you know, went through what he went through. He's fully cured of it now, thank God.
Yes.
And obviously, I feel like he's gonna come back. I know you say he's probably not, but he's gonna come back.
Hoping. And we shall see.
A big moment. It's gonna be a big moment for him as well. Really big moment for him.
Oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
You know, there's a lot of good things coming up for all of us. You know what I mean? You obviously have your show and your podcast. You know, Nia is still working alongside Bobby C and you know, Fabio Lutz and stuff like that. So there's things that we're all doing, and you know, it's gonna be good, man. Whether we are together or separate, people will always remember the Satsujin Squad and us tearing it up. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I totally feel you. It was such a great time that we had together because we really did have a brotherhood, if you will, and sisterhood with Nia, of course. And like, you know, we were all legit tight. It wasn't just necessarily a work. Like, you know, we talked to each other all the time. We were there for each other all the time. Even though like, you know, a few of us were different locations, you know, we were still chatting it up, talking to each other. It were tight, and I definitely enjoyed our time together. And I'm saying like a past tense, like we're never going to run into each other again. Like we're not going to be in the same locker room. Like, of course we will.
We will.
So
I see recon like every month.
Right. So it's just another chapter, and we'll see where it goes, man. Like I personally, I hear rumblings about different things. Don't necessarily know. Even with me, I have no idea. I might be teamed with someone else. I might be doing commentary. I continue doing this. Don't know. I'm excited though, personally, for every one of us to see what the future holds next. But Chris, I'm going to end off on that note. My man, thank you so much for taking time to come on Hollywood's Corner. You are the man. Dude, I see you have quite a few singles competitions coming up. I am pumped to see you out there, dude, rocking the entrance music and being you.
Absolutely.
Most importantly, I am happy to see that you're enjoying the process again. It seems like it reignited a fuel that was inside you, if you will.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. And I posted on Twitter a few weeks ago that I am the most motivated I ever been in my life. But I see myself in Japan within 2 years.
You see yourself in Japan in 2 years? All right, dude. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to mark the date right now, June 16th. It's my brother's birthday. That's when we're recording right now.
Happy birthday, brother Schwan.
Exactly. 2 years from now, I'm going to hit you up, Chris. When are we going to Japan?
Got it, bro.
But my man, much love to you, bro. Thank you, everyone else, to watching Hollywood's Corner. You can stay tuned for more Shot of Wrestling. Every Monday, our podcast airs where me and Michael J. Puddy, we talk all things wrestling. We get at each other's throats for different topics all across the week. And, of course, wrestling interviews as well. Much love to everyone. Hollywood is out.